Earlier yesterday, an McDonnell Douglas F-15E strike eagle was reportedly shot down during a military operation inside Iranian airspace. The aircraft is one of the most capable strike fighters operated by the United States Air Force, designed to penetrate hostile territory, deliver precision strikes, and return safely even under heavy combat conditions. Yet, modern warfare has shown that even advanced aircraft can face serious risks when entering heavily defended airspace. So, understanding how such an aircraft could be shot down requires looking closely at the aircraft itself, the air defense environment it may have encountered, and the sequence of, the event that typically occurs during an interception by ground-based missile systems. The McDonnell Douglas F-15E Strike Eagle is a development of the earlier McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle, originally designed during the Cold War as a high-performance air superiority fighter. So, the Strike Eagle variant was later modified to perform deep strike missions, meaning it can travel long distance into hostile territory to attack strategic targets. The aircraft has a maximum speed of around Mach 2.5 and can carry a large payload of precision guided bombs, missiles, and even electronic warfare equipment, unlike the single seat version of the aircraft. The Strike Eagles carry two crew members, a pilot and a weapons systems officer, who manage sensors, targeting systems, and complex weapons during combat operations. These two people crews allows the aircraft to perform complicated missions such as nightmare precision strikes or even coordinated attacks against multiple targets. So aircraft like the F-15E are often used when military planners want to strike important infrastructure such as weather facilities, missile bases, military installations, or even strategic targets. They may also be used to gather intelligence or to suppress enemy air defense system before larger operations take place. However, flying into another country airspace, especially one that has spent decades preparing for possible area attacks, can expose aircraft to layered defense network designed specifically, to destroy incoming threats. Country like Iran has invested heavily in such defensive system. Over the years, it has built a layered air defense structure intended to detect, track, and even intercept hostile aircraft before they reach sensitive locations. One of the most notable systems believed to be part of this network is the Bavar 373 air defense system, a long-range surface to air missile platform developed domestically. Another important component is the X-300 missile system, a Russian-designed air defense system capable of tracking multiple aircraft simultaneously and engaging targets at long distance. This system forms the outer layer of the defensive shield designed to detect the aircraft far from their intended targets. Closer to critical areas, additional systems provide medium range and short range coverage. This may include mobile missile batteries capable of relocating quickly as well as shoulders launch missile that can threaten yet aircraft flying at lower altitude. So the purpose of this layer structure is to create what military analysts often describe as a denied airspace environment where multiple defensive systems overlap and make it extremely dangerous for enemy aircraft to operate freely. Before any missile is fired, the first step is detection. Radar stations constantly scan the sky using radio waves that bounces off objects in the air. When those signals reflect off an aircraft, the radar system calculates the object's location, altitude, speed, and direction. Once an aircraft is detected, the air defense operator attempts to identify it. If the system classifies the aircraft as a potential threat, tracking radar begins following its movement continuously. So this tracking process allows the missile system to maintain a log on the target. So once the aircraft moved within engagement range, the missile battery can prepare for launch. Surface-to-air missiles typically operate in several phases. The first phase is the boost phase, when a powerful rocket motor accelerates the missile rapidly toward the sky. The second phase is guidance. During this stage, the missile receives directional update from ground radar or uses its own sensor to adjust its trajectory towards the aircraft. And the final phase is interception. Most anti-aircraft missiles are designed to explode near their targets rather than striking them directly. When the missile detonates, it releases high velocity metal fragments that spread outward in a ladder pattern. Even if the aircraft avoid a direct hit, these fragments can damage engines, destroy control surface, or disable critical onboard systems. So, understanding, if an aircraft suffers severe damage, the crew may lose their ability to control it. At that point, the only option may be ejection. The F-15 Strike Eagle uses the ACES-2 injection seat system, which is designed to save the crew even at high speed or low altitude. When the ejection sequence is activated, explosive charges remove the cockpit canopy and the seat is propelled upward by a rocket motor. Within seconds, parachutes deploy automatically and the pilot descends safely towards the ground. Because the F-15A carries two crew members, both the pilot and the weapons system officer can eject separately if necessary. Ejecting over hostile territory creates an entire new challenge. The pilots on the ground may be injured, disoriented, and far from friendly forces. For this reason, modern militaries maintain specialized team trained for combat search and rescue operation. This mission may involve rescue helicopters, escort fighters, and support aircraft working towards to locate and retrieve downed aircrew before they can be captured or harmed. Such operations are extremely dangerous anyway, particularly when they take place in areas still protected by enemy defenses. Incidents involving the loss of advanced aircraft are significant for several reasons. First, they may demonstrate that even powerful fighter jets like the F-15E Strike Eagle can face, serious risks when operating in airspace protected by modern missile systems. Yes. Second, they highlight the growing importance of ground-based air defense technology in modern warfare. While fighter aircraft continue to evolve with improved sensors, weapons, and electronic countermeasures, missile systems have also become more accurate, faster, and more difficult to invade. So as a result, air operation increasingly depend on sophisticated strategies such as electronic warfare, stealth technology, and coordinated strike designed to neutralize defense systems before aircraft enter the most dangerous zones. Events like this also attract attention because they can influence broader military and political tensions. So the loss of a single aircraft can raise questions about the effectiveness of certain tactics, the strength of a country's defense capability, and the risks involved in operating within contested airspace. In regions where geopolitical tensions are already high, incidents involving military aircraft can quickly become part of a larger strategic discussion about deterrence, defense technology, and the balance of power. Air combat today is not simply a battle between fighter jets in the sky. It is increasingly a complex contest between aircraft and the network of radar stations, missile batteries, and even electronic systems on the ground. The reported shutdown of an F-15 Strike Eagle illustrates how dangerous modern airspace has become, even for aircraft that were once considered nearly untouchable in combat. Understanding this event requires examining not only the aircraft itself, but also the sophisticated defensive system designed to stop it. If you enjoy detailed breakdown of military technology, global security, and the system that shape modern warfare, consider subscribing for more in-depth analysis. And if there is a specific military topic you would, like to examine in a future video, you can mention it in the comment section so it can be explored in the next documentary discussion. Thanks for watching. Bye.